Alright, hello. Hello, good afternoon, friends. How's it going? Yes, what non-keyword people don't get. Hello, ODM, Funzy. What's up, Ankit, Malik, Abstraction, Jura, hello. Lana, what's up? Zosco. Chutaro, hello. Captain Badass, Mr. Kupo, Mason with the 23 months. Thank you. How's it going? Super Switch, hello. Prime. How's it going, guys? So today we got another early-ish day stream. Just switched some stuff around in my schedule, so gonna like do some work later anyway. So yeah. So today we're gonna be building this new board by I guess it's like Smit6y Works. I guess that's how you would say it. But basically, they did a board called the Axe 60 before, which I built for a client some time ago, and then I don't think I've seen other boards from them after that, but it's a new board that they're coming out with called the AeroBoard 70, which is basically a 65% with a macro column on the left side, and then yeah, this is going to be released through ClickClackIO. I kind of like showed you guys what the board looked like last stream, I think, if you were here. If not, you'll catch it now. But basically it came, for me, I think it came in this like blue color, which you'll just get to check out. It's like a dark blue, almost purplish, I would say. Acts like guitar or acts like chop trees down. I think it was like acts like chop trees down axe. It was like this like Nordic sort of theme kind of thing. So yeah. Or Viking theme sort of thing rather. But anyway. It's not going good, Diego, not good at all. I just found out watermelons have seeds. What? Wait. Hold on. We need to stop the stream right now. Kupo found out watermelons have seeds. How would you not know that? Oh, hey, I heard a siren. Yeah, there's your favorite. Probably once every hour, as you'll see. Yeah, that's like every fruit. If it's a fruit, it has a seed, right? GMO watermelons only, gang. The math is wrong. Who cares about the math? Do you even need to do math to succeed in the world? There's a lot of people who are CEOs and executives and whatever, and they all suck at math. I mean, look at Reddit. Anyway. So let's get to it. So we're gonna build this board today with these new BSUN switches. They're called the Aniya BSUN switches. So Uni Keyboards from over in Canada sent these out. These are long pole linears. They have this like really long spring. Pretty light, like 50-55 gram-ish feeling. And then they're factory loop, which seems to be pretty decent actually. Factory loop wise, like I don't hear much like spring crunch, which is good, or like leaf crunch, not nearly as much anyway. Like there are some switches that are, you know, allegedly factory looped and they have quite a bit of crunch to them, but this one's not so bad. It seems pretty decent. So we're gonna try these out factory loop like stock basically, and see how it goes. I can open a few switches up if you want to see the interior of them too. But yeah. I actually like the sirens. They remind me of the city. I mean, yeah, I'm so used to it. I don't really care. I have been raised on seedless watermelons. Oh my god. Is this was a Texas upbringing does to you? You start growing up with... Oh wait, I guess it does. Anyway, so okay, so here we have, I don't know why there's like a 3U wire here, and there's like a bunch of little mounting thingies. We'll look into the manual later. So I'm just gonna take all this stuff out. There is a guide which I guess I can follow because it does seem a bit more complicated. But yeah, so it shows you the top view, the bottom view, a lot of stuff in Chinese that I don't know. Oh, okay, here it is. Just QC. Oh, I see, like definition of QC defects. If you have any complaints when you get the board. Standards, more QC standard stuff. More QC standard stuff. A lot of QC standard stuff. Okay, now it includes a plate, pour-on, PE foam, and a PCB. Okay, they basically tell you to put the switches and stabilizers together. Use double-sided adhesive tape to the back of the PCB. What? Double-sided adhesive tape to the back of the PCB? Double-sided tape. Okay, I'm not sure why exactly just yet. Oh, I see. It's to attach the pour-on. Okay, well, that's if you want to put a lot of pour-on in it. They also have tape, which they call the Echo paper. But basically, it's tape mod style of adhesive that goes to the... It gets attached to the pour-on piece, actually, which is kind of interesting. And then there are two different mounting methods. Oh, I see. There's different hardnesses. One for the PCB and one for the plate, or you can do dual leaf, so meaning that you can use any of the ones that you want. And then okay, feet and screws. Basically tells you how to assemble it. Short circuit protection pad. This step cannot be omitted. I assume there's a lot of flex. And then yeah, you just put the cable in, and then align the entire inner kit with the slot and place it into the bottom shell without offset. Okay. All right, we'll just follow these steps as we go, just to make sure everything's fine. Okay, so we have some T10, T8, and T6 keys, which I won't really need because I have screwdrivers for those. There is a little piece of metal here that has like screws, which is kind of neat actually. Kind of nifty to have like screws of different sizes, or even if you wanted to, like, for example, this is kind of neat. Like let's say if I wanted to test the size of a certain screw and just like put it in here or something. I mean, not that you can't just measure it with a ruler or just look it by eye, but you know, it's there. So cool. There's a little spudger if you need it. Probably won't need it myself. Want to buy Echo paper? Yeah. Alright, so here's a plate. I hate to be this guy, but what's the name of the BSUN again? Aniya. A-N-I-Y-A. Aniya. Should be in the build command, if the build command's on. It should be on though. Okay, so here's a plate. Plate with a bunch of cuts. Let's see what's interesting about it. It looks like it uses... Oh, that's interesting. So it uses a 7U fixed layout or a 3U split spacebar layout. Allows for step caps lock, split backspace, no ISO, and that's it. And the cutouts for the stabs seems like it would allow for stabs to be removed even after the assembly, which is cool, I guess, if you need to replace stabs for whatever reason, so don't need to undo everything. Alright, of course we have a bag with a bunch of foam. Whoa, okay, what's all this? Okay, this is, I assume, the ribbon cables. Cables? Okay, some ribbon cables. There is adhesive, I assume, for stabs. I will have to check, but I assume that's what it is. That is way too much foam. It is a decent bit of foam, that's for sure. Let's see how much foam we have, so to speak. From what I can see, it was PE foam for above the PCB. There was a plate foam. This is the plate foam right here. There is, yeah, here's a PE foam that goes on top of the PCB. This has to be one of the China EST boards that you've built so far. No, I think I've built a few that have had the full foam package. I think the Zoom 75 had a lot of foam too. There's been a few. I guess like the Jelly Epoch was like the initial one. And then there is case foam, which is the one that supposedly gets attached to the PCB, and then you attach the eco paper. So there's this one that goes for our underside of the PCB. And then finally we have the PCB itself, once again with a good amount of flex cuts, as you can see, and as I said, 3U or 7U layout. And yeah, QMK Vial or VL or whatever you want to call it, and VIA compatible PCB, and an interesting mounting mechanism. All right. Let's try it out, I guess. Let's see. There is one for that part. Then maybe this switches for bootloader. All right, cool. Oh, and then here is our adhesive tape mod eco paper. Yeah, very nicely cut. Cool. So we really have just about everything. So foam. Oh, wait, did I miss something here? Looks like I missed something here. Looks like there's some more adhesives. And then is this board satire? Well, I mean, I do think the designer actually intends on putting a good product out there, but I do think it's just the specific trend line that boards follow in that particular domain that they operate in. Alright, so I had already unboxed the board before, so here's the board. It's like a blue purple. Oh, I think this is purple, and I think it says blue on the box because this sure looks purple to me. But it's like dark blue and purple. It's more like purple though. I think this is purple. I don't know why the box says blue, but it says this is purple. But I can swear to you the box says blue somewhere. Where is it? It said somewhere here. Oh, here. Box said blue, but this looks purple, doesn't it? It looks like a purple to me. If it doesn't look purple to you, then I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, but it sure looks purple to me. So I'll say it's purple because it looks purple. You know, if it quacks like a duck thing. So I think it's purple. Looks purple to me. Same thing. Same here. I think it looks purple, so it's purple. Alright, so there is all this stuff. There's like 10 million pieces of foam. There's even foam on the interior, which I assume is this the anti-static whatever. I assume that's what it is. Okay, cool. Actually, well, let's take it out of the case as well. Alright, so we need to make decisions here, which is how many pieces of foam do we use? Do we use all of it? Do we use none of it? Do we use a little bit of it? And then yeah. Even calling it blurple, yeah, I think blurple is a stretch for sure. Now that I see it again here in person, it definitely looks purple to me. I think I was sent purple instead of blue, even though supposedly it says blue on the box. I think this is purple just packed in the box that says blue, so let's just call it purple. Okay. Learning from the last stream, case foam only. That could work. Color Hexa calls it mostly desaturated dark blue. Huh. Okay, that's interesting. Alright, so it looks like we have these little standoffs from the PCB, so I'm gonna just take those off. The magic of colors. Okay. Desaturated dark blue? Ain't no way. Okay, well, whatever it is. I don't mind. Okay. I am not sure if I'm supposed to undo these other dotted places. Maybe I'll check the server and see what they say about it. This PCB looks fancy AF. It definitely looks like there's a lot going on, that's for sure. Let me see actually. I think the Discord server for ClickClack has, let's see. PCB. Ah, okay. These small connections are used to protect the leaf of the PCB from bending when heating during the component welding. If the leaf does not have these small connections to maintain temperature regularity, deformation will occur. Oh, I see. Oh, during component welding. Oh. So I don't need them? Okay. Apparently I'm supposed to remove those too. When you look at it that way, what's this? So that's blue then? So it's apparently blue? Okay, apparently blue. I think it's more like purple though, but yeah. So apparently there's these little things that are there for protection, but apparently they're supposed to be cut off, so I'm just gonna cut them off. Why don't man you just give us color correct monitors from the get-go? Yeah, SMH, where's my free IPS or like OLED monitors that are color calibrated from factory? Of course, I would just prefer that to be ultra wide and with high frame rates. And also, I wish it were. Actually, the whole color color correction for monitors thing, oh man, it's kind of annoying, to be quite honest. So like the other day I was like doing some stuff on like Capture One, or like, you know, the not Lightroom but Lightroom like software, and I was calibrating one of my color profiles because, like, you know, I moved recently, and so like it was off, right, like for the white balance and stuff. And I just remembered that I like can't find my color calibrator thing for my monitor, and it's really annoying. And I always wonder, like, why is it such an annoying thing to do? Like keeping your monitors calibrated or whatever, if you really wanted to, for like if you needed it for your work and stuff. It's just irritating to work around, but it's like a thing. Wear free ISO screen. What is the third artisan on the top row of Raita? That's a Murray from Polymer Salon. Alright, I removed these little tabs that were like between the leaves and the PCB. Apparently those should be removed according to a designer themselves. So I just removed that. I'm gonna go ahead and test the PCB first, just to make sure it like plugs in and is fine. Probably should be okay, but it never hurts to double check. I normally would have done this before the stream had started, but honestly I was busy, so. Alright. Okay. How do I, oh, I see. Oh, there is already a cable here. Huh. Is there a way for me to just... They don't have sales anymore? Yeah, they don't. They are effectively retired. Yeah, because they haven't been making anything for a long time now. Maybe I can just remove this, actually. Let's see, T6. Don't tell me this is like a two-part thing. It is. The USB port is like a two-part thing. Okay, I see. Never mind. No use removing this. I'm just gonna connect the PCB directly to the cable. There. Looks like these cables are just spares. I'm just gonna grab this and get rid of this guy here, which is a spare. Plug it in here. That should be good. And get a cable. Hi Diego, quick question. Do you prefer the aesthetic of the QK100 or the TET? QK100. Let me see. I actually don't know what they look like, so QWERTY keys 100. And then the TET. Is that a full size keyboard? Can I get the link for that? Where's that? TT. Oh, it's from KVD fans, I see. Wait, these are different layouts, right? Oh, I see. FRL. Sure, we can take a quick look at this though. Well, hopefully it opens up. The KVD fans website's for some reason kind of slow. Okay, so QWERTY keys 100 is basically an 1800 style board, right? With F12, it has this like screen sort of, and it has this blank space above the arrow keys, which I'm not a huge fan of this, but it looks pretty. It looks okay. Yeah, the lines are clean on this board. I mean, kind of on the sharper look. And it looks like there's badges and screens, which is alright. Yeah, this looks fine. This QK100. This looks clean. This looks nice. Alright, now the TT or whatever, or TET, or I'm not sure what you want to call it. Some kind of like, oh, I see, like tetra whatever thingy, or triangular whatever thingy inspired. Kind of has the like, this is like the Blackbird layout, which is FRL 1800 style. Okay, has like interesting look with the, ooh, the weight kind of sticks out. Okay. Comes in a ton of colors. I think I like this KVD fans board a little more in terms of the layout. Just in the way that it uses the space there. I'm not a huge fan of how the weight on the bottom sticks out, personally. Like this. Like, I'm not sure if I'm a huge fan of that look. It's kind of neat though. The like triangular thingy, like that just looks interesting. I kind of wish it were this layout with some elements of the QK. Like, I like the side profile of the QK more, and the sharper corners of the QK more than the rounder sides of this one. So yeah, the weight is a little odd. Yeah. KVD fans X Palace. That's kind of accurate. Yeah, it definitely has that Palace logo look, huh? Yeah. So I don't know. I think it's like both are nice. I think if you really need your effort, go with the QK though. The QK looks clean, to be honest. Alright, so where was I? I was gonna test the PCB, right? Alright, so this or Jane D V3 commission. Okay, I just need to make sure that this works. Okay, I assume. Whoa, these are programmed to some. Oh, I see. These are programmed to like some kind of shortcuts and stuff. Alright, I'm just gonna test some random keys, just making sure that they work. Like, as long as these guys are working, it's all good. I guess that's the function key. Okay, cool. Alright, I'm gonna assume the PCB is working fine. So, take that out of the screen. And unplug this guy here. Boop. Like that. Alright, cool. So... this PCB looks like a thin PCB, doesn't it? We'll see. Alright. So let's get to this guide thing. Hey, Ithrak, how's it going? Now I see a PCB flex, I see where arrow comes from. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Let's see. Assembly step 1. Stacking of layers. Okay, so shall we decide? Are we gonna use all this foam? There's a bunch of layers. There's PE foam. There's plate foam. Then there is case foam, I guess. And then there's tape of sorts. Called the Echo paper, which is interesting. And then I guess the mounting we can worry about later. I want my foam sandwich with extra foam, thank you. Well, that's fair. JQ UK, hello. Thank you so much for the raid with a party of 8. Welcome, welcome. How are you? Alright, so while that's being decided, the foam thingy, I'm gonna just go ahead and start prepping stabs. But let me show you the board at first. So this is definitely a purple board, I think, just in the blue box for some reason. But this is how it is. It has this either copper or brass, I think it's brass, weight in the back, or like piece here. And then some interesting accents. The look of the board is like this kind of like futuristic inspired kind of look. But basically it's a 65 with a left column. So the interesting layout, I mean interesting board, my bad, like the design. There's a lot of lines and it's pretty angular in nature, but it has a lot of turns and little shapes. So there's quite a bit going on there. There's a few things here we can like remove. I guess this piece can't be removed unless I remove that, so maybe I'll do that later. So yeah. Alright, so I'm just gonna put this thing on the side. Evening JK UK, how are you? What a nice color that case has. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Nice little desaturated dark blue apparently, but I think it's a purple. So yeah. Ayo, what's going on? You going to keep live this year? I don't think I am going to keep live this year. A few reasons, mainly being that the main reason being that I just have a lot of things going on this summer. And so I couldn't plan the time to go to keep live as well as the cost, I guess. Let's see. Left shift, spacebar, enter backspace. Oh, this should be enough. Yeah, I likely won't be going to keep life, unfortunately. Shiny left column blocker. Oh, it has like a little piece of like what is that? Like shiny paper or like whatever, like the plastic on it. Will you build the Class 60? There is a taupe option. I don't think so. I've never been told about the Class 60, so my assumption is I'm not. Pom Pom Potato, hello. How's it going? If I had the time off, I would love to go to New York City meetup. Alas, I have to adult. Yeah. I am going to the New York City meetup, though. That's the one in late July. I did buy tickets for that because it's local. But yeah, Keep Live, having to fly out and stuff, it's not in the books right now. Oh, hello, Yura. How are you? What's the TKL on your desk? It's a Keycap number 2, revision 2. Say hi to the Chicago meet at the event. We might do cross meetup video call. Oh, cool. Are you guys having a meetup on the same exact day? That's cool. Yeah, maybe I'll be on that. I'm okay. How are you? I'm doing well. So I just moved to my girlfriend's studio for now, and then we are moving next month to our new apartment. We found a new apartment and we signed for it, so I'm pretty excited for that. But for now, stuck in a smaller space with a lot of stuff, but doing okay. And then, you know, doing summer work, and then I think this summer is like wedding season for a bunch of friends, so probably gonna go out for a few like events and things like that, you know. Yeah. And then Kiwi's not out, but we have a cat here. His name is Kiwi, and he's probably sleeping under the bed or something. What's this? I'm trying to convince a friend of mine to attend since he's in New York City as well and has been curious about keyboards. And then again, I might be ruining this poor guy's life by shoving into his rabbit hole. Oh my god. You should. I feel proud myself validating other people to be in the same rabbit hole as I am. So I think you should absolutely convince your friend to go to a meetup. There are like 4 meets on that day. That makes sense. It is the summer. I would expect a lot of meetups to happen during the summer. Yeah. Kiwi! Where are you? Kiwi! Yeah, he's not gonna come out. He's not gonna come out until... Give it 30 minutes and he'll be out. Because he's gonna be begging for food. Congrats on moving in. Oh, thank you. Moving is hard and sucks. Oh, moving sucks. It doesn't kinda suck. Moving sucks. Like, I have all my shit in storage, and I also I don't know. It's just a lot of work, and I don't really find it rewarding. Aside from the fact that I guess a new space means new ways to do things, like new maybe decorations, and you get to clean things, and you get to redo some things of your life and keep things organized in a certain way. That part is nice, but I personally don't love moving, so yeah. Convince him to get into artisans. That is 100% financial ruin. The absolute state of staff tuning in 2023 is me unclipping and clipping a wire over and over again into a housing. For those of you who don't know what I'm doing, that's what I'm doing. I'm unclipping and clipping this wire back and forth again into this clip for the housing, because the TX AP stabs have a pretty tight clip for the wire, and so it tends to bind a decent bit if you don't do that. So I do it just for the sake of keeping things a little bit more flexible. This one's still feeling kind of tight. Yeah, basically bring them in. Yeah, it's basically a break-in process. Yep. The thing is, it won't break in really if you don't do it before you lube your wire, because once you lube your wire, it's just gonna kind of slide, and then the clip itself won't like really stretch. $1.2K actuations. No, it's just like 15 or 20 times. The age of breaking in stabs? Yeah, I know, right? It's kind of tragic. Yeah, I don't know why the TX tabs got switched between the previous revision and the current one, because it seemed fine before. Amory with the 14 months, thank you. How are you? Are you buying CPS, Diego? Looks interesting but so expensive. The LZ board? No, I'm not. It's too expensive. It's like an $800 keyboard, or no, it's like a $900 keyboard. I like it, but I don't want it. Not that much. Not for $900. It's just it's nice, but it's too expensive. Yeah, I could just use cherry clip-ins, which actually I always have cherry clip-ins as my backup. Like if this doesn't work, I'll just replace them with cherry clip-ins, which is fine. I'm just using them because I also want to, well, first of all, because client builds will always come in asking for whatever stabs they use. And like, for example, if someone sends me a keyboard kit with a bunch of, well, TXAP stabs, and I'm told to build it, and I can't tune the stabs for them properly, I'm the one looking bad. It's not their fault. And so ultimately, I kind of need to like quote unquote practice with all the stabs out there, regardless of how good or bad they might be. So it's just, yeah, it's just me trying to figure out how to do it more consistently. I think I kind of gotten it down a little bit better, but it's still a matter of practice, you know. Practice makes perfect when it comes to these things. I realize I'm typing on the reproduction version of the caps on your board. Yes, like CRPP Cock or EPUT 3000 SAT would be the repro. It's not, but that's what LZ wants for it. Oh, you mean the board? Oh yeah, it's very expensive. The price is just crazy. Where's the diminishing return? I think we've already hit diminishing returns for stabs. TX revision 2 was pretty much where it was done. Like it should have just ended there. But I mean, alas. I think what people want is ideally a stab that you won't have to even touch at all, right? But I don't know if that's possible. Generally speaking, I don't think the mechanism of MX cherry style MX stabilizers is gonna work out in the way where you can just use a stab without touching at all, right? So yeah. So how much lube are you using on those APs? I literally did one dab, like one touch, not even, on the slider and on the inside, just to kind of like dampen a little bit of the wire hitting that plastic portion. And then I'm gonna be applying it a little bit more heavily on the wire only and nothing else. So so what I do is I just get some lube on the brush, and then I apply kind of evenly around the L bend here, and then all the way to the tip of the wire. And then I grab a little bit more lube, and my typical preferred method of lubing stab wires is to put a little bit more at the end of the wire. So I just kind of like use the brush to accommodate a little bit more lube towards the end of the wire where you expect any kind of ticking or rattle to occur. Kind of do it evenly on the side that will face the plastic portion of the insert, and then you go ahead and insert the wire and clip it on. That's what I do. Speaking of old EU caps, AK should be tomorrow. Oh, nice. So yeah, literally like dash, just like barely touch it, and then a little bit on the inside. At first I tried doing it without any lube on the inside at all for the plastic inserts, and I didn't love it. So I'm trying this out as an experiment in a way. And I think it's a little bit better, a little bit more consistent than previously. And if you need more lube, you can always have a little bit of like 205 in a syringe or something, and then you can apply it a little bit more from the outside later on. But I think getting it right the first time is obviously ideal, so trying to being as consistent as possible in that process is good. Bloody easy, hello. Are Gateron stabs any good? Yeah, I do know people who use Gateron stabs a lot. I do believe the Boki uses Gateron stabs a lot. I actually don't know too many people who like use them frequently, but I do know people do use them, so I assume they're workable. Like they work fine. Especially if that's what's available to you. Do you also touch the inside the stem on regular TX stabs or cherry clip-in? Yeah. So if it's regular cherry clip-in or or the previous iterations of TX stabs, I do lube almost all the surfaces that touch. So that would be inside the housing, inside the stem insert, outside the stem insert, and the wire. That's only because I personally prefer a slightly more lube stab than completely dry, so to speak. So I prefer to apply a little bit of lube on any contacting surfaces, just to kind of dampen the sound of things like hitting each other. But it will slow your stab down a little bit too, obviously, because the stab has a bit of, I mean, the lube itself has a little bit of drag to it. It'll cause a little bit of drag. And so, yeah, it will make it feel a little bit more sluggish, so to speak, but you shouldn't be obviously putting lube to the point where you make it sluggish. It should just be to the point where, it still moves fine, but it does add a little bit of dampening to the motion. And to the sound too. But that's my approach for stabs. I wouldn't say it's perfect. Well, for cherry clip-ins and regular TX stabs, I think I got it down. But for TX APs, I'm still messing around a little bit more. But as long as you don't hear, like, unpleasant sounds during typing, I think it's okay. I tend to not focus too much on if you hear extraneous sounds when you are, like, tapping on the key. Like, with, like, either a finger that you typically don't use while tapping. So, for example, using your index finger, your ring finger or whatever, on, like, you know, or like your thumb, but like tapping at the very, very edge of the spacebar is not realistic because you actually don't type like that. Then if you hear sounds like whatever, it's fine, I guess. But if it's, for example, if you're typing and then you do hear like the ticking or the rattle or whatever, then you know, you might want to consider just checking how you're lubing your stabs and stuff. But yeah, I tend to go for that approach, like the more realistic approach, which is like when you're using the board as in its intended function. So lighter is better for APs, what I'm gathering? Yes, that is correct. The reason being that APs have a little bit of a tighter clip in general. Tighter grip on like all the parts. So I think they're a little bit more, they have a slightly smaller tolerance on things getting a little, like, you could overlube as well as, when you do touch it up, you need to be a bit more careful and not do too much of it. Would this also work with XHD BDZ? Ooh, if it's XHD BDZ, I would advise not touching any of the plastic with the XHD and just use it on the wire only. So if you're doing XHD BDZ, I would say do not touch any plastic with it and only put it on the wire and call it a day. Should be fine. And this applies for literally any stab that you use XHD BDZ with. It's a very thick lubricant. It's gonna stay wherever you apply it, and so when people use it, yeah, like it's advisable that you don't put it on too many things, or otherwise it's gonna be way too sluggish, way too slow. Yeah, but I've seen people make that mistake, so I'm just mentioning it just in case. Yeah, TX tabs are tight in general with the wire clips. Yeah, that's kind of like the main big change that they've made over time. And so they usually are much tighter there than other stabs like Duroc or even Cherry. Recently got my friend into the hobby, but have lost them to the to the devious 40s community. Will your friend come back from the war? Is the question. I mean, do they use 40s on a daily basis? I mean, if it's useful for them, then good for them, you know? Like, finding 40s and actually enjoying it or finding use to it is good. Like, good for you if you're actually productive using them. I personally having tried 40s many times before, I personally cannot. Like, I genuinely, my productivity level goes down when I use such a small layout because of the... I'm really bad at the muscle memory of these, of like all the layers and separate keys, especially like when it comes to like the numero and stuff. It gets just kind of annoying. So would you rec 205 G0 instead of XHG for TXAPs? I would personally, yeah. Use nothing, fuck keyboards. Adopt Buddhist monk mentality and let go of earthly possessions. So this is a guy who can't spend another $10 for earthly possessions because shipping's too expensive or something. So yeah, Buddhist monk mentality is fine. Go do that. You go, Glen Coco. If I stopped at a real Forest, Leopold, or Philco, yeah. It's real. Using 40 is sadistic. I tried a 45 and could not. 60 is the smallest I could. I actually would be okay with 50%, which is the closest as it gets to, you know, to a 60% type of typing, but you still have all the symbol keys, like all the, like, you know, question mark, the comma, the period, like that stuff. Like when you still have that, it's okay, I think, like punctuation especially. But and then, like, you know, numero stuff for symbols and stuff, like it's manageable to keep track of one layer, but then for anything smaller than that, I actually do struggle. So it's a skill issue. Like, guarantee, I mean, I'm not gonna deny it. Like, me being unable to use 40% in small layouts or ortho linear like layouts is a skill issue. It's admittedly a skill issue. It's nothing wrong with people using them. I mean, good for you if you can. I just suck at it. Ortho's cool if you can use it efficiently. Like, honestly, amazing that if you can. I wish I could. I wish I had the 400 and, you know, I wish I had the 42,069 ridges in my brain to be able to actually type on ortho, but my brain has like 4.20 ridges instead, so I can't. Have Realforce R1 become kind of rare? I barely see any for sale. Yes, they've become a dwindling supply ever since they stopped production of them, and R2 sales have gone up. R2, R3 sales have gone up. So yeah, R1 Realforces are definitely becoming a dwindling supply kind of problem now. Slowly and steadily. There are still tens of thousands out there, but it will eventually, they'll eventually get recycled, destroyed, thrown into garbage, donated somewhere and lost, blah blah blah, over time, and you'll definitely see a dwindling supply of Realforce R1 for sure. How long will that take? We don't know. We don't really know. They're definitely much more numerous than, for example, like the 86U are much more numerous than, for example, 86. I mean, 87U is much more numerous than 86U, for example. So like 86U took a good number of years for the supply to dwindle a lot more, but I imagine the 87U will like last for a while, and in the secondhand market and whatnot. But you won't find any like new ones out there anymore. That's for sure. Damn, I want to get one and get the open source PCB for it. I mean, you still can. There still are lots of R1 real forces for pretty fair prices. Actually, just about the same price as you would years ago. So, right now it's fine. Eventually, I do think it will be more of a dwindling supply issue. Oh, so are we using foam? Okay, let's get a poll. Is ODM here? Or if not, I'll just do it. But do we use all this foam? Do we use PE foam? Do we use plate foam? All right, cool. Foam, yes or no? Okay, cool. Let's go for the first one. PE foam is the first poll, by the way. This is the first foam that we're deciding on. Which I imagine this actually makes a lot more of a difference than people think, but yeah, it tends to be a big difference with the even just this first layer alone, because it does cover a lot of little cuts and stuff too. No. Wow, that's a lot of no's. Okay, cool. Where's my water? Good morning, Diego. Is this a $2,000 Transformers board from Z Frontier? 2 minute is good or shorter? I think 2 minutes is fine. Shorter is good if we have a lot of engagement, but I do think the polls tend to be pretty slow. Is this going to be $2,000? Really? No way. Ain't no way. Really? Does it say price anywhere on the Keycap to it? Price differences. No, it says $500. $475. In stock, end of July, it says. According to the IC, it says in stock $500. I mean, $475 plus shipping, so $500, let's say. Oh, yes and no's are pretty close for the foam. All right. I think we're gonna use it from what I can see. Okay. Is this? This is a 1.2 millimeter PCB, that's for sure. Okay. Let me get some. Do they not provide little shims? Do they not have shims? They show them on the manual, but I don't see them anywhere. So I assume maybe they don't have shims. That's the extra cable. I have my own, but I just wanted to check. I just wanted to double check. Okay, I mean I can provide my own shims, I guess. They had shims on one of the plastic bags. I remember. Oh, see the shims. Hold up. Let me check. Oopsie. Oh, you're right. You are right. Here are the shims. Ta-da! Yeah, I figured they should provide them because I don't like it when, like, there's no point in providing a 1.2mm PCB and then assuming that people will have the shims. So, yeah. Whoop. Oh, this one's so fragile. Like, broke. Maybe it was already broken. Oh, there's a few extras. Okay, that's fine. Typing on phones is infuriating. The worst two keywords combined, touch and 40s. Oh, I guess on phone, technically, that is actually true. I guess on, yeah, on phones, technically, it's like a 40% and touchscreen. Putting shims on is always such an annoying thing to do. Okay, expect like another 10,000 minutes me doing shims because this is so annoying. Totally a skill issue? Oh, it is a skill issue for me to do shims though. But I know that you guys are talking about something else. But I have skill issue with shims. Bro, that's actually so annoying. You've never seen shims for a board? Oh, that makes sense, because PCBs... there's a lot of thin PCBs nowadays. And also, these are so thin. What the? The size of these shims is rated for the screws, but not for clips, which is extra annoying. God damn it. Okay, let's see. Okay, Tim. Hi, Tim. Okay, I don't think these shims are gonna work just because they're way too thin and the holes are rated for screw ends, not for clip ends. But I should have some different ones. This Tim guy is suspicious? Oh, yeah, apparently. According to Twitch. Which is kind of weird, considering that Tim is supposedly a Twitch partner. But then Twitch suspects him. Apparently. Apparently. Verified sus? Yeah. Verified stainless steel. Man, how do I get a warning from Twitch but not this? I don't know, dude. It's because you hang out too much in sussy chats. Probably worse than Tim. I mean, that's probably true though. Mr. Offline Chatter. Have you seen things that Tim did on stream? I would prefer not to, but you can tell me about it. I would prefer not to see it, but you can tell me more. But I made Twitch money? Yeah, out of which 50% of it is gone to the ether. Oh, I mean, I guess you made them money. Or you made yourself money and then half of it is gone, but yeah. Just helping Daddy Bezos? Oh yeah, he needs so much help. I mean, yeah, he does need help technically, but yes. A different kind of help. Yo, can you settle a debate? What debate? What am I settling? Does prickly pear bongo count as a fruit? I mean, it is a fruit bongo in all senses of the word. I mean, in the sense that it's a prickly pear. But is it of this? It's not of the same series of quote-unquote fruit bongos that were released in a pretty consistent sequence, so yeah. Does he have... Oh, does he have seeds inside? Oh, that's a good question, actually. Prickly pear. Prickly pear, also called Opuntia. The prickly pear cactus is a genus of flowering plants. If it's a flowering plant, then it has a seed. If it has a seed, then it's a fruit. So yes, it is. That's the simplest way to answer that question, I think. Yeah, if it has seeds, it's a fruit, right? So, yeah, I guess the answer is yes. Oops. Oh my god, I struggle so much with these guys. Such a struggle buzz with these stupid shims, but okay, there we go. T-I-L, I am a fruit. Well. Tina did nothing wrong? Man, I haven't heard of that name in a while. Specifically in relation to Tim. I feel like that was a while back. Unless, I don't know. Half of the population is fruit? Sure. We don't talk about Tina? Okay, fair. Alright, almost done here. Hopefully the stabs aren't shit. What material are the KC #2 switch stickers, PE, Vaporon, etc.? I have no idea. I have no idea. Do not ask me that. I actually don't know. I didn't do the stickers myself, and also I didn't like buy them myself. Someone else just had it done already. I just bought switches that already had the stickers on them. So yeah, I have no answer to the question, unfortunately. I googled switch stickers and they offer 3 types. Oh, I see. Yeah, no, unfortunately I can't tell you the answer to it. I don't know.
Sorry, it looks like that device hasn't been set up yet.
The fuck?
You can do that in assistant settings.
Oh god. Google Home shit. It's so creepy sometimes, I swear. Alright. Do I put play foam, yay or nay? Are we gonna foam it all up? Maybe I'll forgo the play foam. I kinda don't wanna do play foam for some reason. I usually don't like doing play foam anyway, but yeah. Foam it out? Actually? You guys want me to? You promise us democracy? Okay, okay, democracy it is. Alright, democracy. 1 minute poll. I'll do the poll. It's okay. Foam. Yay. Nay. There. Oh, it is 50-50 right now. Make it dock? Oh, I guess the vote's leaning nay. So, nay it is. Alright, no play foam. Alright, let's put the switches on. Have you heard much about the BSUN X? Heard? No. I have not heard much about the BSUN X. What kind of switches are they? Are they linears? I mean, definitely a lot of stock factory lube stuff that's pretty smooth these days. Or at least I feel like that's the case, but yeah. That plate fork thing does help? Yeah, so plate fork thing is helpful if you have a plate that's very soft and you want to keep the distance between the PCB and the plate fixed, right? It also, like, it basically keeps your plate nice and steady on the same plane parallel to the PCB, which is nice. Pretty useful for like very flexible plate materials, especially. Yeah, definitely worth the penny. They're pretty useful tools, I would say. I think that one. Ben's pen. Where's my? Should have bought one. It's pretty cheap to get one. There might be people who have extras or something, so I might get one for free at a meetup or something, maybe, I don't know. P3D sometimes throws them in the box if you're buying something else from them. Oh, interesting. Oh, that's cool. That's nice of them. Yeah, if you do have a printer, they're probably pretty cheap to print out, so... Or if you have access to Makerspace, of course, you can always just do that. Why get a printer when you can get a friend with a printer? Yeah. I mean, not wrong. Just ask someone who has one. So many people have 3D printers these days too, so I feel like it's not that difficult. To test these stabs, so I'm gonna do that. Hey Diego, I've successfully received the CXA Sugar Plum. Oh, nice. Awesome. I hope you enjoy them. Okay, pretty good. Hey, Kill Switch, hello. What's good? Oh yeah, these stabs ended up pretty nicely, I think. No rattle. Yeah, that sounds good. Okay. Alright. Trying to find a good ABS spacebar to match my CX-8 black on white. Does CX-8 not come with the right spacebrush or something? Or is the fitment bad? I don't care for them too much? Oh, okay, I see. They have that weird shape. Oh yeah, do they have the like the ergonomic shape or whatever? Like at the center? I guess that might throw off some people. You get that. Yeah? Okay, got it. I understand now. Think that as a hobby we should move towards more cylindrical bars that aren't just curved on top. Cylindrical bars meaning that are like scooped like this. Yeah, I feel like spacebar is spacebar. It's like fine. I don't have issues with them. No? What do you mean? Oh, not like the concavity convexity, I guess. Or what do you mean by cylindrical in shape? I guess is what I'm wondering about here. The closer they are to being like... Oh, I see. Really? Would that make sense? Would that be actually ideal, though? Way comfier? I don't know if I would like it being so curved at the ends, though. I don't think I would mind the cylinder being more, basically having that plane that's tangent to like the very top, to be basically parallel to like the PCB and plate, but I don't think I would love the curvature towards the end of the bar. like towards this end or that end. Tape a pencil to spacer is basically the same thing. Yeah, I guess. That's funny. That's an interesting visual. Please consider blue alert soon TM. Actually, I'm gonna try to bring that up again to vendors soon. I think it's about time I look into it. That's it. No guarantees. Just looking into it. That's actually the part that affects feel the most. It would stop people from flipping the spacebar. Oh, I mean, I get that. I get that part because people are like, oh, too pointy. But I do think also, I don't know. It would look weird, I guess. But I feel like first, for the comfort of typing, I guess there's a lot of things that in aesthetically speaking, that we can sacrifice. But I do tend to feel like people would reject it first because it doesn't look quote-unquote good. You know? People might reject it because quote-unquote it's ugly. Which actually is literally what we do in my server every single day. Is reject things because they look ugly. That's actually what we do in my server all day. Every day. Reject things because they are ugly. I just realized. Well, no, I didn't realize. I knew that. But isn't that basically what we do? Complain about things looking ugly and therefore rejecting them? We live in a society. One of the revelations of all time. Yep. Oh wait, I don't even know why I put a switch here. That's where the 3U goes. Alright, cool. So that's done. Alright, and then have some spare switches. I can open a switch up here if you guys want to see this BSUN switch internal. So has 4. So here it is. The hobby is complaining, yeah. So there's a spring. There's a bit of the lube. It's pretty isolated to the side and the leg. So it's actually not so bad. It doesn't look as over applied as it seems. Sorry about the little piece of hair or whatever. But the application of the factory lube is actually not bad. It's not as like grimy and extra as other switches that I've seen factory lubed. So actually it doesn't feel like sluggish or like way too greasy. The internal is fine. Pretty standard stuff. And the housing's pretty tight, so seems good. House like that, like 9009 sort of color to it, which is kind of sweet. Kind of cute. The hobby is waiting and telling other people they are wrong. Yeah, unfortunately. Unfortunately, that's what we do. that's what a lot of people in the hobby do. Telling other people they are wrong or that you're right or things like that. Alright, next step. Alright, we've assembled this. This one was hand lube or just dunked by lube into by a machine. I think it might have been machine lube, but I don't know. I'm not sure. We can check the listing, but I think it's machine, but I'm not sure what the process would be like. All right, I'm just gonna double check that this is working. Unfortunately. Ozzy, hello, what's up, EJ? How you doing? assume that's the... fan key. I don't know what that does. Alright, that's fine. Seems like everything's working. How many people are only extras or in stock now? I still technically enter group buy, so I'm not gonna be exempt from that one. I try to do in stock or extras and stuff now, but even then I do still join some pre-orders and whatnot, so not exempt from it yet. And certainly not free from any buys that I might have entered in the past year or whatever, or 2. I guess in the past 2 years. But I mean, obviously it's a preference if it's in stock, yeah. And it is nicer. Been fine. Hopefully it casts my first Tauper blank today. Oh shit, nice. Oh, best of luck. I hope it turns out okay. Also, if you're doing your first Tauper blink, I assume you're gonna just do it thin, or are you gonna reinforce the walls on it too? Alright, so we got all our parts together. Assembly part 2. Use double-sided adhesive tape to the back of PCB. Recommended location shown in the picture. Where is this double-sided tape? Huh? Let's see what we have here. I mean, I have this thing. Am I gonna do this, actually? That's the question. Am I actually doing this double-sided thing? Where's that thing that I had earlier? Want to buy resin Tauper mod kit? Oh wait, really? You actually want a resin Tauper mod kit on kit? They kind of sound like ass, to be honest, but just so you know. Just so you know. They don't sound great on the actual boards. They look good though. They look good, but they don't fit well, generally speaking. Generally speaking, none of them fit that well. Okay, I don't see any double-sided tape here, so I'm gonna... Oh, wait. This must be it. I think I found it. If we're gonna do this. I think it just fell on the floor. Yeah, OEM Tauper is the best keycap set, I personally think. I don't like High Pro. Did not enjoy High Pro as much when I had it. Sold all of it anyway. So yeah. It's easy to make Tauper sound bad, this is true. No shot you can make Tauper sound bad? Oh, Anke, you're so wrong. You're very inexperienced if you don't actually know that Tauper can sound pretty bad. Yeah, modifiers are pretty easy to fuck it up, I would say. Resin Tauper mods actually don't sound that great. Yeah. Riced out resin HKB is like the 2018 meta though. More like even before then, yeah, but yeah. Alright. So are we doing this thing? Are we gonna put double-sided tape that goes here, and then apparently you attach this. No, wait. Is this the right side? Is it this way? This? No, it's this way. It is this way. Man, never lived to the age of JDK sliders. I guess JDK sliders are still a thing, huh? And then this. And then you put eco paper. Do you guys want to put eco paper? What foam is that? This is just Poron. It's just, I think it's like 2mm Poron that goes into the case. It's like case foam. But look. use double-sided adhesive tape, and then put the 2mm pour on, and then you put the echo paper. Let's tape it? Alright, let's do it. Let's do it. Sounds kind of fun. Alright. Let's do it as recommended. Hopefully no PE. I did add PE below the PCB, unfortunately. There's no plate foam though, if that's relieving to you. Okay. So I believe this is our double-sided tape, based on what this looks like. Recommended locations. Okay. I'm just gonna follow the instructions and do this. Whoops. Well, this one didn't work out. Got bent. I mean, you technically don't even have to do this part, but I'm just gonna follow the instructions just for the sake of completion. It's a lot of pieces here. How's the move, by the way? Move is okay. I'm moving again next month. Right now, I'm just temporarily stationed at a studio, but then we're moving to a new apartment next month once we get the keys and stuff. But it's going okay. I mean, doing fine. If that's what you were asking. I have to ask Diego, what is the ultrasonic cleaner in your Amazon gear list for cleaning things? I don't use one myself, if you're asking me, but people might, so I just put it there for people to grab it if they need it. I mean, I know people who have used the same one, and they're you know, they use it fine for cleaning, like whatever, switch parts, whatever it might be. Good for jewelry too. I mean, yeah, that's what they're meant for, I believe. So cleaning silverware. I use an ultrasonic cleaner from Harbor Freight. Yeah, a lot of people will order equipment from Harbor Freight too. Yeah, I mean, whatever works fine, to be honest, but yeah, as long as it turns on and does the sonication. Harbor Freight is like the OG Tembo or Wish. It's a lot of gems. It has some cheap gems and a lot of trash. That's true. It does. It does. Oh, hi, Kiwi. Oh boy, here Key comes to big. Do you hear that? What, Kiwi? Uh-huh. Defeat the CEO? Yeah, I might have to if he gets very desperate. He tends to be pretty good about it though. Actually, he always begs early, so well, I guess actually today he woke up a little later than usual. To beg. Ready to beg. My cat feeds himself when hungry? Wow. Must be nice. For real, feed Kiwi redeem when? He will not allow himself to be filmed, that's for sure. He is very picky and very what's the right word for it? He's kind of skittish, yeah. That's all. So as soon as I turn like a camera or whatever on him, you'll probably just run under the bed. Kind of lame, but it is what it is. He makes the rules, I don't make them. Lame CEO? Yeah, I mean, just like every CEO ever. Have you ever heard of CEO and not lame in the same sentence before? I think I got them all. Whatever, okay. $18 months! What's up, Sean? Thank you. How are you? Alright. Okay, apply double-sided tape as recommended. Put 2mm pour on 2mm pour onto double-sided adhesive tape on PCB. Okay, cool. Let's just make sure it's the right orientation. I think it's this way. Yeah. Just graduated high school. Oh, congrats. Congrats on graduating. That's awesome. So are you on summer vacation? Sounds like a good time to be on break. Is the storage rate boss right now? Is he alright? He's doing alright. Alright, let's time to put the eco paper. Tear off the adhesive backing of the eco paper and attach to a pour on and hot swap basis. Okay, cool. It's great. I've done nothing this past week. Hell yeah. Sounds great. I miss high school. Not gonna lie, I don't mind high school. I didn't mind it as much. I had my fun times in high school, so I don't mind it. There were some not fun times too, but generally speaking, it wasn't that bad. Oh boy, it's a little tilted. This adhesive is just finicky. Oh, it didn't go the right way. Hold on. Good enough. Good enough. And here's the cutout for the cable. I assume. This is just gonna be another foam 70, I'm afraid. I mean, we're just following the steps. Alright, now it's time to put it into the case. Which is the more interesting section, I think. Oh, Kiwi, you're so quiet. Okay. Yeah, basically like tape mod, yeah. Oh, forgot about this one. Can I just put it from... Oh wait, no, that's from the plate. Never mind. Didn't forget anything. Alright, so... Case... Am I forgetting anything? There we go. Okay. Oh, I see. Woo! There's a little piece of glass. Maybe I'll just leave them aside so they don't break or anything. Okay. Let's take this off too. Band-Aid mod. So many mods? Yeah. This one is the one that has all of it. Okay. Next is choose the hardness of the silicone support block on PCB or plate leaf, even dual leaf, or any location you want. Okay, cool. So this is 40A and this is 50A. So I'm gonna do the more sturdy ones maybe, and see how that goes. Okay, so basically, okay, it's every other one if you do the plate one, and every other from the middle if you want the PCB to be mounted. Okay, so then how's it move though? Move was okay. Just kind of, you know, just a lot of packing and stuff. Alright. But yeah, right now most of my stuff is like in storage, so it's just kind of sitting there for now. Okay, wait, which way does it go? Does it go this way? Let's see, how does this go? Okay, I'm assuming the corners fit like that. Ooh, okay. kind of neat. But yeah, right now, I mean, as far as the moving, I'm pretty much done, but I am moving again later in July because we're just going to a new apartment. So, but for now, like, I'm temporarily stationed here. It's all good. Okay, so mounting the plate. Assuming these go on like that. Oh wait, no. Opposite way? Opposite way, I think. Let me just double check this thing. Packing back to back doesn't sound like fun. Sure, it wouldn't be, yeah. It definitely isn't the most fun. It's just kind of, it's just tedious, but I think I kind of have a decent system going, so it's like I know where things are and stuff, so it's, I would say it's not nearly as bad. Okay. Looks like I did it wait. Yeah, no, this part was right. This guy goes down that way. Then this one. I hope I got this right, but I'm not sure, so I'm just gonna have to kind of wing it and see how it goes. Assuming this is kind of how you mount it. I think this is fine. Okay. Interesting. Okay. All right. So that's how that one goes. And then I think this is just for this part. Okay. So this is using their plate mount system. So basically this one uses these mounting silicone pieces to mount just the, so right now is the plate that's attached to the case that's being held by it, and the other positions it attaches to these tabs that are instead on the PCB. So that's why they call by dual leaf support blocks. Okay. Attach that, put it together. And then align the inner kit with the slot, place it into the bottom shell without offset. Ensure that the slots of the upper shell accurately grip them, blah blah blah. And then basically put the screws together and you can program things up. Alright, cool. Corner mount, yeah. It's kind of interesting, I have to say. I don't know what to expect, so I'll be intrigued to see what happens now. Okay. Okay. Just need to make sure that these pieces go together. Oh, it looks like the bump ons are already pre-attached. So that's that. Had a frog, and it was the best keyboard I typed on. Oh, nice. I mean, you should get one. They're pretty cheap. There were like B stocks and whatever else for a while, if I recall correctly. You should just get one. They're a lot more inexpensive than a lot of boards out there. I want an Alps frog. Ooh, are there Alps PCB? Oh wait, they're compatible with like H88 style stuff, right? So technically, you could just do that. I heard my trigger word. Let's see if this works. Let's hope it does. Let's hope it doesn't have any issues. Ooh, look at that LED. Nice. Is there any LEDs here though? I don't think so. Maybe not. Okay, that's working. All right, sick. What keycaps are we gonna use today, hey? Analog Dreams. Well, that's not a bad one. So this is like kind of purplish. Purple Knights, unfortunately, I haven't received it yet. So yeah, I don't have Purple Knights on me because I haven't received the set yet. So no Purple Knights just because I haven't gotten it. GMK Bread. Unfortunately, I don't have that set here. I actually do own a set though. What ugly sets do you have? The Decepticon caps from Can Keys? I don't have them, man. I actually do have them in storage, but I don't have them with me. That would actually not be a bad set. That would actually be a pretty neat set to put on this. GG, yeah, they're in the storage right now. I can tell you what I have. I have most of my GMK sets and most of my like PBT, CRP. I can tell you a few. Can I share links in chat? Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, feel free. Meaning to look into outspace if play that exists at the NCR 80. Oh, I've heard about people wanting to do that too. Yeah. Let me. Hold on. Let me try to do this. Let me tell you guys what I have here on my key set wise. Panels? Ooh, yeah, I do have panels. Ooh, do you guys want to see panels? Panels. Yeah, panels would be kind of cool. Let's try panels. Yeah, panels. For real. Alright, yeah, let's try it out. Alright, let me go get that. I think I should have it over here. BRB. Also, actually, I'm gonna go feed Kiwi. He's been... Oh, poor boy. He's been patiently waiting. So maybe I'll... where's my phone? Maybe I can take some pictures or something. Where's my phone? Here. I'm gonna go feed Kiwi. Kiwi! Hi! Are you hungry? Let's go! Let's go, Kiwi! Let's go! What's up? Hi. Hello, sir. Want to say hi to people before you fuck off to eat and then disappear? Hi guys. This is the wee wees. Say hi, wee wees. Hi, Kiwi. Hi, Kiwi. Oh. Oh, he's purring. Can you hear him purr? Oh. Oh. Wee wees. Can you see all his fur flying everywhere? Okay. Alright, you're hungry, right, Kiwi? Yeah. Alright, let's go. BRB. Okay, I have come back with panels, so let's put that on. When do you upgrade from baggies to bins? So I have some sets in bags and some sets in bins, but I do have a lot of sets in bins. Alright. I don't remember if the control and the other keys are in specific combinations. Actually, probably need to look up the exact. What cam do you have for the top-down view? I have an A6400 Sony with a zoom lens. Okay, let's see. GMK Panels kitting. Okay, I think the teal spacebar is supposed to go here. Oh, I see. The blue one, and then the yellow one on the right side. Three of them. Yeah, I do have a bunch of A6400 bodies, yeah. I mean, the good thing is I can interchange lenses super easily, so that part is probably the best. So that's mainly why. Arrow keys. Oh, yo key. I'm gonna put the yo key on the top left here. C V B page up. Yo, EPP, what's good? How you doing? It's an interesting set. I swear I didn't think I was gonna like it that much, but it's so like just like Handerby, it's like one of those sets that looks better in person than it looks in pictures too. So yeah, it looks pretty sick. A lot of teal actually, now that I think about it. Shift. Oh, I'm missing some caps. Right. Then there should be a red eye here. Okay, nice. I like the mosaic desmat that ran with it. Oh, I did not get any of the accessories. Well, I actually got panels as an extra, so that's all the more reason. Alright, I brought a few artisans that should look nice, I think. Brought this bongo, as requested by Ankit. Brought this panels albumin. Got this leafy from Booper. Got this Goodbye Caps Anatomy. And then we can get one more. Let's see. And then oh, you know what? Let's do this blue and yellow nubbinator function key because it matches the profile. Yeah, that'll be good. Alright. There it is. GMK Panels. Alright, let's give this a try. Ooh, it turns on with this LED light. Has a light bar at the back, which is pretty sick. I actually really like how they decided to do this. It does have to use like a piece of glass here. They did use a piece of glass, like actual glass. That has like this line socket here for this light to come through. But it does have this LED, like LED bar. Which I think looks pretty sick. Like, yeah, like brake lights, yeah. Whoopsie. That's panels. Alright, let's see. Let's open up the typing test here. And let's move our mic over. Alright, I'm gonna turn off the music here, and alright, we're ready to go. So right now I have this, this is the AeroBoard 70 from Smit6y. This is currently built with, let's see, we have PE foam, we have no plate foam, we do have the case foam and like the tape mod that comes with it. We have these BSUN Aniya switches from Uni keyboards, and these are currently built on an FR4 full plate. And then we have, let's see, and then yeah, and that's pretty much it. So this is a hot top PCB. This is kind of like this supposedly blue, but I think it's more of a purple color case. This is GMK Panels. And yeah, this is the AeroBoard 70, which is basically 65% with a macro column on the left side from Smit6y. And this current mounting uses the 50A, I think, durometer, I guess mounting tabs. And they are only located for the plate, so it's the corners and then every other segment here, symmetrically around the board. All right, let's give it a shot. Yeah, definitely more on the indigo side. Yeah. So let's give it a try. So these are some long pole switches on an FR4 plate with some foam in the case. There you go. Let's try 60 seconds. There you go. Sounds pretty good. Actually, what I do notice is that the foam does have an effect on this, obviously, but it doesn't feel as stiff as a full foam. I think not using the plate foam was actually a really good idea. It still kind of does feel a little flexy, which is kind of nice. Like, it does have a little bit of softness to it. I do think that if you use the other tabs, the ones for either the PCB or the softer little mounting tabs, I think it might be even softer, but not using the plate foam was a really good idea just because I do think it stiffens a lot of the typing. So I'm actually glad we decided not to. It definitely does have the kind of more characteristic sounds of like using tape mod, using PE foam, and whatnot. So that's kind of still there, yeah. But at least it does mask like any kind of like unpleasant aspects of, like, for example, maybe using a long pole switch and like hearing like the switch leaf or like some ticking or things like that. I think that's kind of like eliminated a lot, and it definitely doesn't sound like it's like hollow and like weak sounding when you like don't have any foam at all. So at least for this board, it's like I would probably recommend using some foam, but you know, you also don't have to overdo it. I think you could sound fine without overdoing it. So I think like the plate foam is not necessary if you're using like other stuff. But yeah, sounds pretty good. Yeah, so it sounds pretty good. Nice resin, thanks Wappa. But yeah, I like it. I do think I would probably mess around with the foam stuff a little bit more, and I think that it wouldn't be a bad idea to maybe try like some of the other mounting. So actually, we can give it a shot. So like if you actually open this up here, there are different ways of mounting this case. So let's do that actually. Good night, heading to bed. Have a nice stream. Thank you so much, The Bloody Easy. Have a good one. Take it easy. Or take it sleazy. I recently watched The Good Place on Netflix, and it was really fun. You should watch it if you have time. It's a good show. Alright. so yeah, so let's remove that. Right. Whoops, it slipped. All right, so let's take care of this. And so to show you kind of like what this looks like, so this here looks like it has these tabs with different mounting positions. And basically right now, the ones I'm using are currently for the plate only. But then if you look closely, it has these tabs here on the PCB itself, and those positions are different. So for example, we can actually use different tabs here. Like we can actually take off these mounting blocks, supports, and grab some of the other ones. Which are right here. And then these guys, you can put them on different positions. So okay, cool. So for example, these are softer ones, and let's say I want to do PCB only. So here you would do, like, you can put the mounting stuff on here instead, which are, this is now towards the PCB like this. There's a little indentation for the PCB points. You can do it for all of the sides. And like right now I'm doing it with the softer ones, so I actually really like this sort of custom injection molded gaskets. I actually really like it too, just because it allows for so much more customization without the headache of like adhering stuff, you know what I mean? Like once you use like pour-on gaskets that have adhesive, like the 3M adhesive, the main issue with that stuff is like you put it on once, and let's say you had the option to swap them out, you don't want to, honestly. Like nobody wants to do that work. It's just extra work, and no one wants to do it. So I also do like this a lot more than the other kinds. It's just more modular. That's really what it is. Yeah, and the alignment stuff happens on its own. That part is super nice too. Like I actually really like how this designer did. So this one basically has alignment pins with the gaskets at the bottom and at the top. Like you can see them here, and it's very easy to just pinch them right in. So you don't even have like metal to metal contact for it, which is kind of nice. So that part is like actually really sweet. I actually do like that kind of little attention to detail. So like this one, you just like put it on like that, and then you can just straight up, you know, invert it over and put it into the case super easily. So I actually do really like that part. Yeah. So right now it's like PCB mounted, so to speak. And you can just, like, we can just flip this over. And just carefully align it here. And that, like that, just like that, it's on. And just quickly put the bolts through. I do kind of wish the designer here had used the same screw size for all the bolts of the back, but whatever, I guess. They're using both T6 and T10 here, which is kind of, I don't really understand, but I assume it's just for the space at the bottom. But yeah. Swap between screwdrivers. Alright, so now this is like the bottom mounted, so to speak, PCB mounted. It's a bit softer with the softer gaskets, but it's not a huge difference. I assume that's because the plate foam, the case foam is also kind of getting in the way. No space on the bottom bezel for the bigger screw? Yeah, that's possible. Yeah, I mean, they do have like this much more here. So that might be it. This lighting is pretty lit. I mean, no pun intended, but like this little light bar here is super sick. I mean, it's a nice detail. Like from the back, it'll look good. Hey, Shonas, what's good? How you doing? All right. So now we got this with the bottom mounted. PCB mounting with the 40A gaskets here. Same config as earlier. Groggy? Oh, no worries. Well, you're here for the typing, so just in time. Alright, let's give this a shot. Pretty good. Here are the mods again. Yeah, it definitely has a little bit of that foam, like, filled signature for sure. I actually would wager that just taking out the tape and the case foam might change a lot of that. I still would think that the P foam is doing plenty of work there. There's no plate foam, so at least there's that. At least there isn't a lot of that like stiffness that comes from using the plate foam. So yeah, maybe I'll try removing the case foam as well and then see how it goes. The panel's pipey looks mud colored. Yeah, it's the only one that's there, right? Pretty sure the only one that's there is the yellow one for the long one and the short one is the blue one. Just the way Bub did it. But yeah, panels looks lit. I actually really like the inversion of these, the WASD and the YUIJ here. The grading is so well done on this set. It's such a nice looking set. So I really like it. It matches the arrow keys, the WASD and stuff. The teal is so pretty, yeah. Really like this color. Kind of want to see it in more sets. Yeah, no, it's a very good looking set. A lot of teal. It really ties it up together. It's like kind of like wraps around. Yeah. The best car themed keycap set? Yeah, no. This definitely came out very nicely. Alright. Have you seen the Desert Botanical Kit? Not in person. I think I've seen pictures, but I haven't seen it in real life. So maybe I'll see it at a meetup or something soon. Yeah. Turned out really good. Ooh, okay. I mean, yeah, it's like the warmer version of Botanical, right? Because the Botanical R1, or not R1, but the regular base kit, right? It has like this very cold white, right, to it. So I wasn't like hugely in love with that, actually, with how cold of a white it had. I mean, it's a nice, like, it complements the set nicely though, but I would imagine the desert one will look even better. Yeah. Alright, so, well, here it is. Smit6y Works' AeroBoard 70 here with what is, I think it's purple, but I think it's a purple, like an indigo sort of colored keyboard here. This is with GMK Panels with these BSUN switches, long poles, but looks pretty sick. As you can see, it has a light bar here that I think you can change the settings for. I haven't checked like VIA's lighting settings and whatnot, but you probably can. The sides are kind of like, you know, prominent here. This is all part of the bottom case, this grilled portion or whatever here, and then this is part of the back accent piece. Looks nice. Just overall a pretty good looking board, I would say. I think it's a pretty unique look for what it's worth. This whole like board, it has kind of like that like thermal like look, like, you know, like Thermal 65 has this kind of like grill kind of thing going on, and then the sides have like just a mix of many different elements in design, but like just looks pretty cool. I think it's a pretty nice looking board. I do think like messing around with the whole like PCB play foam and all that stuff is obviously something that's worth trying out. But the board itself, like quality wise, it's pretty good. Anodizing is super clean. Lighting and that kind of stuff is well implemented. The ribbon cable actually didn't give me any trouble. Easy to use. Don't see boards often with the like Bauer side blockers. There's 0.75U symmetrical blockers here in the 65s. Not very often seen. This hotshot PCB did support like split backspace and that kind of stuff, I think. Oh, actually not split backspace, but it did support like step caps. I imagine there's a solderable version probably, but best to ask on the ClickClackIO Discord for that stuff. But yeah, good looking board, I think. And this is going to probably retail for around, I think it was like high 400s, so like basically around $500 shipped for the standard version. And I think there's going to be like some like slightly special version, which is like a different colorway, I think, or maybe that's like E-code or something like that, which might cost maybe like $50 more or something like that. But yeah, pretty good looking kit, IMO, from Smit6y Works. A lot different from what the Axe 60 offered, but quality of the board wise, like it's pretty solid, I think. Yeah. Oh, don't even have it plugged in. But yeah, there's the light bar here. Yeah, hope their buy goes well. It's gonna run on ClickClackIO at the end of July, I think, like towards the end, or like sometime in the middle to late of July, I think. So they're still taking feedback actually in their server. So like if you're looking for like maybe a PCB that doesn't have flex cuts and that kind of stuff, actually I think the designers actually pretty responsive in the server, in the ClickClackIO server. So like you might want to check that out. And also like if you make the suggestions or if people push for it enough, I'm pretty sure they might be more willing to listen. But yeah, they had like an ICE form listed on there and stuff, so that was nice to see. I mean, not often do you see people who are like, oh, like decisions are final, and like if you don't like it, then you know, it is what it is. But I mean, yeah. Beige Lad, hey, how's it going? Do you get to keep the ARC 60? Yeah, I did. Yeah, I think it's a really nice board on kit. I think out of the plateless boards, it's one of the nicer ones out there. I mean, the doll is really good too, TBH, but the Arc 60 was solid. I actually really like the different colorways they had. I think that was even better. Like they had like really unique colorways for the Arc 60. Yeah, Vertex does good stuff too. Anyway, yeah, there is a board. AeroBoard 70. Yeah, I would do it plateless only. I definitely heard that the plate one is like so. But yeah, let's say the highlight of the Arc 60 is definitely using a plateless, which is kind of like what was intended for it, I think. It kind of feels like that way. It isn't that bouncy? Yeah, it's not like super flexible, bouncy kind of stuff. But I think that's fine though, it sounds good. You wanna try an Arc 60? Why don't you just check it out at a meetup? I mean, I'm sure like if it's California or like, I guess if you are or if you're gonna go to any meetups again in Texas or something, I'm sure someone else has them there. Pretty sure. I mean, those communities are so big though. So it's like, I feel like you would see one. Yeah. Alright, so I'm gonna wrap it up here. But I do want to say the next stream we're gonna be trying out probably the, wait a second, actually let me double check here what's the schedule for next stream. But very likely that I'm gonna be working with the let's see. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm probably going to be doing the Alicia prototype. It's a Alice layout keyboard. And that one, I believe it has mounting with like these O-ring tabs, and then as well as like top mount. But yeah, pretty cool looking board. I think it's like on its like third or fourth revision for the prototype. So I'll be building that board. I think it comes with another build too, so I think you'll get to see listen to like MX Blacks, and I think I might build with some tactiles. So yeah, that'll be next time though. And then later on, I'll probably have the TKD Cycle 7 at some point. There's the OC62, which I haven't received just yet. I'm waiting for it. So that'll be probably in the next week, not this week, but maybe next. And yeah. I think that's pretty much what's planned for this month, and then I will keep you posted with July stuff. But yep, Alicia is a really pretty board. Yeah, I really like what I saw. Like I remember seeing it on Alex's stream, and I think Lydia also built it. And then actually came here to me after Lydia built it. So pretty excited to try out a different Alice board. I mean, I haven't built an Alice board other than, what's the most recent one? The Dallas, maybe, when I built one in my subathon. I think that might have been the most recent Alice board that I built. So excited to try something new. I need to see something new, I guess. I love GMK Panels. Yeah, it looks really pretty. Yeah, I think that my personal Dallas was the last Alice board I built on stream, so, or that I've seen. Yeah. I think there's been a lot of those 65 Alice or what, Arisu or whatever layout. Alright, let's wrap it up. Let's see if anybody else is streaming. Let's see. Oh, Mr. Teja Types, my clone, my alter ego from the West Coast is streaming. Tyler Keyboard Live, I see Kim is streaming. Starfire Penguin. I think that's about it for keyboards. Do you guys want me to rate anyone in particular? Do you guys want to check out? I mean, I guess, how about this? Content-wise, Mr. Teja Type is doing a QK 100 if anybody was asking about it. Starfire Penguin is doing a parallel array. Tyler is actually doing a Dallas rebuild. Kim is building a Nyan, right? A bots. So whichever you guys would like. Starfire Penguin? Okay, cool. Let's go raid Starfire Penguin. Alright, let's go raid. Once again, thank you everyone for stopping by. I'll see you guys on later this week probably for the Alicia. But take care of yourselves. Have a good rest of your week. I hope you had a good long weekend this past weekend, if you had it. Especially those in the US, at least for Juneteenth. But yeah, otherwise, I'll catch you guys later. Have a good one. Take care of yourselves. And see ya. No raid message today. Just chilling. We're just gonna go and say hi. Alright. See you later, guys. Bye-bye.